Hello, today I want to talk about period pain and 3 foods that can help reduce menstrual cramping. Now before we jump in, I think it's important to understand why menstrual cramps happen. Menstrual cramps are caused by prostaglandins, and prostaglandins are released by your uterine lining. The reason why they're released is because they help the uterine muscles contract, which helps to shed the uterine lining. However, an overproduction of prostaglandins will cause us to experience more cramping when our period comes. A great way to treat period pain is to reduce the overproduction of prostaglandins. Now, I just want to say that prostaglandins are not bad. We need them. They're very important. But they do mediate an inflammatory response in the uterus, which is needed because that does help shed the uterine lining. However, if there's an overproduction of them, obviously the inflammatory response is a little bit bigger. And that is what leads to cramping, so a great way to reduce this overproduction of them is to eat anti-inflammatory foods. And there are 3 amazing plant foods out there that do help reduce inflammation. And they've also been shown to reduce menstrual cramping. So I think we should talk about them. So let's jump in. The first food is turmeric. Turmeric is a root that has many medicinal benefits. One of the biggest benefits of turmeric is its anti-inflammatory properties. This is because turmeric contains curcumin, which is one of the active components found in turmeric. And curcumin has been largely studied for its anti-inflammatory properties. And it's also been studied and shown to reduce PMS and menstrual cramping. It's pretty amazing. You can buy turmeric fresh or you can buy it powdered. And it's great to add to pretty much any meals. You can add it to savory meals. You can make smoothies with it. You can make golden milk. It's a really versatile spice. Now you should be having turmeric every single day to really get the benefits from it. Unfortunately, these foods that I'm talking about today don't necessarily work if you're only having them like once or twice a week. You should be having them daily to get the most benefit from them. Now the one drawback of cooking with turmeric, other than the taste, which isn't everyone's cup of tea, is the fact that you just don't know how much curcumin you're getting. So if you are really struggling with period pain or other inflammatory conditions, I do suggest looking into supplementation. Curcumin supplements are very popular. They're pretty much available at any health food store. And I just really suggest this as maybe a more therapeutic route for you to go down. Now it is important to note that curcumin in turmeric is poorly absorbed by the body. Now it has been shown that black pepper, when you add black pepper to turmeric, it actually increases the absorption of curcumin by like 2000%. So if you are cooking with turmeric, add a little bit of black pepper. Now you don't need a lot. Like I'm talking like if you're using like say a teaspoon of turmeric, you probably only need maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Like it's a very small amount, but it'll give you great benefits. Now if you're looking at supplementation, most curcumin supplements will have black pepper in them. So don't worry about it, but like always check the label before you buy something. Don't just take it from me. A lot of supplements do have curcumin and black pepper in them, but not all of them. And you really do want to look for something that has those 2 combined, to get the best bang for your buck. And one last thing before you move on to the next food is I just want to let you guys know that high doses of turmeric, high doses of curcumin can affect and interfere with different medications. So if you are on any medication, you need to talk to your doctor before implementing any news supplement into your routine or increasing your intake of turmeric. So I just wanted to get that out there. It's my little disclaimer. So let's move on. So the next amazing anti-inflammatory food that helps reduce menstrual cramps is ginger. Ginger is amazing, you guys. Oh my goodness, it is so medicinal. It's crazy the benefits that ginger has. Like turmeric, ginger is also a root and it's also available fresh or in powdered form. Fresh ginger is great because you can actually like grate it into foods or stir fries. Or you can cut a nub of it off and put it in your smoothie. And it's really, really zesty. So the flavor is really bright and like punchy. You definitely know when something has ginger in it. And it's really warming too. So it's just an all-around great flavor to add to your food. Now the other great thing about ginger is that ginger powder has been shown in multiple studies to be very effective for reducing menstrual cramps. And we talk about that for a second, like how amazing is that? Now ginger is really great to have every day like turmeric. That's how you get like the best benefit from it. But there has been a lot of research that shows that loading ginger powder 3 days before your period actually has a huge benefit on reducing menstrual cramps. And you can do this by having a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder 3 times a day, for the 3 days leading up to your period. And then of course you can include that for the first day or 2 of your period as well, just to get like the most benefits. Now with that being said, like a 1/4 teaspoon, you might look at that and be like, that's so small. Are you sure that will help? And that's a starting point. Like I would just say start with that. But I know a 1/4 of a teaspoon has shown benefits. So I'm just putting it out there. You can add it to meals. You can add it to smoothies, soups. Like it's really easy to get a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger into you 3 times a day. If you're just adding it to your meals. You can make like tea with it, or you can make like a water kind of infusion, kind of up to you. So I just wanted to put that out there because when I read this I was like, my mind is blown. Why aren't we being told this? Because it's really crazy that this information just isn't offered to us. Like, can you imagine how amazing it is to know that ginger might be able to help reduce menstrual cramps? Like, why don't we have access to this? You know, it kind of is frustrating. So that's why I like to share this information. Now if you're not a fan of ginger's flavor, because I mean, let's be honest, it's a little bit zesty. It's a little bit hot. You know, not everyone's a fan of it. You can supplement it or you can take an extra. So the thing with ginger, like turmeric, is that it can interfere with medication as well. Especially for taking like high doses of it. So if you're on any medication, always great to talk to your doctor first. Now let's move on to the last food. And you guys are probably going to be angry with me because it's not one food. It's a group of foods. Can you guess what it is? If you guessed omega-3 rich foods, you are correct. Now I know I kind of cheated and I didn't really pick one omega-3 rich food. I picked all of them because they're all so amazing. And thankfully there's a lot of omega-3 rich foods on a plant-based diet. Unfortunately, for some reason a lot of people have this idea in their head that you need fish to get omega-3s, but girl, you do not need to. You can get omega-3s from plant foods. Okay. So what are omega-3 rich foods? So that is flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, walnuts, and dark leafy greens. Now of course these foods have very high omega-3 content. I know that there are other foods out there that do have a little bit of omega-3. But I just wanted to talk about foods that are very high in omega-3 rather than including all of the foods. I just want to talk about high sources of them. Now the reason why these omega-3 rich foods are so important is that they reduce inflammation. And when you have flax and chia and hemp, walnuts and dark leafy greens, they also contain a lot of minerals and a lot of fiber. So it's basically a win-win all around. And it's really important to incorporate a variety of them in your diet. So for me that looks like having 2 tablespoons of ground flax in my oatmeal. And then for lunch I will add hemp seeds, and then for dinner I'll have like a lot of greens. And then probably add more flax or maybe some walnuts. Like, I just go with it, but it's just important to realize that these foods are so good for you. And it's really great to have variety. The reason why I love flax seeds and why I also think chia seeds are amazing is because 2 tablespoons of ground flax or ground chia has 100% of your RDI of omega-3s. That's pretty amazing. Now of course you don't want to just hit your RDI. It's always great to go over because omega-3s are so important. So that's why it's always great to include a variety of them in your daily diet. Now when it comes to dark leafy greens, eating them raw or adding them to cooked foods and wilting them down is a great way to boost your omega-3 intake. The reason why I included them is because when you wilt them down and you eat like a lot of them, you can actually get like a crazy amount of omega-3 from them. It's just a lot easier to wilt them down and eat more of them rather than eat them just raw. And eat like a smaller amount, but raw is great too. The one thing with dark leafy greens that's really cool is that they're very high in calcium. So low oxalate greens like kale, bok choy and like cabbage is really high in calcium. It's really important to get enough calcium, and calcium has also been shown to reduce menstrual cramps. So when you get a little bit more calcium from your diet, that can also help with menstrual cramp relief. So I just wanted to include the leafy greens because they are a great source of omega-3s and they also have calcium, which makes them pretty amazing. There you have it. Those are my top 3-ish foods for reducing menstrual cramps. I hope you guys learned something. Did any of these foods surprise you? I would love to know. Please leave your questions in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. And as always, your cycle matters so much and I'm here for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!